3-2 on Shohei. Down by Coleman to right field and Shohei again.
That is gone. Big fly, Ohtani-san.
That was a laser beam out. That was a rocket. I was just thinking he was going to get something, either a cutter or a curveball. 3-2.
And was a great breaking ball hitter.
That is 117 miles an hour off the.
That is gone. Big fly, Ohtani-san.
He keeps that up.
Hey, with Joe Madden, you just never know. Here's the 2 on Shohei. And he takes outside. Shohei faced.
Wide open again.
3-0.
But you don't want to do it when you count it.
Takes outside. Shohei with a walk for the.
はい、皆さん、カリフォルニアの州のアバイシからおはようございます。お元気でいらっしゃいますでしょうか。さて、こちらですね、5月の25日でございます。ということで、アメリカの日にちは火曜日ですね。Tuesday でございます。さて、昨日大谷選手はゆっくり休まれたと思いますので、今日から2連戦、これはですね、テキサスレンジャーズがこちらに来ます。はい。26日と25日と26日来ますんで。それでしかも、休む前に、逆転勝利もしておりますので、なんとかね、もう頑張ってほしいなと思っております。しかもですね、ちらほらすごいですよ。今、今日はですね、大谷さんのお客さんがですね、大谷さんの写真をしたので、これはいいかなと思って、エンジェルスがホームで、テキサスが雨でございます。今日はアンドリュー・ヒニー。今はね、もう出る先発ピッチャー早めに笑ってるんですけども、なんとかアンドリュー・ヒニーはね、今日ぐらいはね、頑張ってほしいなと思っております。で、こちらの方は多分、1番には誰が来るかわかんないんですけども、大谷さんは2番に間違いないと思うんですが、後から出ますので、先発がね、20勝27敗。とにかくまずは5割いってほしいものでございます。はい。こちらも25日ですね。はい、25日。はい。月曜じゃないですね。火曜日でございます。日にちが変わっております。ということで、とにかく皆さんもまた応援していただきまして、今日もまたそのまま頑張って勝ってほしいものでございます。そしてですね、ちらほらもう今はすごいですよ。大谷さんがですね、ボストンレッドソックスでですね、グリーンモンスターで、反対方向にどうやってホームランを打ったんだろうとか、高めの球をどうやって打ったのかとかですね、そういうのなんかね、昨日ですね、MLB ネットワークでビデオがあったので、ちょっと見ていただけますか。これはすごいですよ。
We're going to talk show here on the show, and that's Ohtani. Listen, anytime you can discuss Babe Ruth in a sentence, that immediately will capture anyone's attention. And what he's doing so far is captivating, Bill, because it's one thing to say, oh, I know a guy who can hit and pitch. Yeah, but can he pitch with a 2.10 ERA and hit 13 home runs and lead the league? Well, right now, Ohtani's doing that. How's he doing this?
Well, the beautiful thing about this, and when I saw him hit the homer last night, and I knew I was going to be with him today for a doubleheader. Today.
Thanks for making that clear. You can book for two.
When I saw that, I'm not a mechanical person when I'm talking about hitters. I think it's more about what's between your ears.
Yeah.
And when you saw that homer go, and then look at this right here. Freeze it for a minute for me. We're going to slow this thing down and go. This is a high chi ball about the letters. And I actually think there's part of him that went through this process where he climbed up on top of it. Now, he's not chopping wood, he's not swinging down, but he beat this high heater to the point with his approach, and I think with this, by saying, I'm not swinging up. Because if you try to swing up on 94 up there, left on left, you're in trouble, you're going to swing and miss it. Just kind of watch this play through, and maybe we'll back it up and go through it in case you can play with it. But watch this thing in slow-mo.
I think a big thing about him is look how stacked he is right here. Pause it. Can you bring that back? That's unbelievable. Bring that back and watch his body, how stacked he stays, right? He stays, so watch his head. So going back, what I love about Ohtani, first off, is his setup, right? He really sits on this backside really nice. Now, this front foot he never really steps. He kind of picks it up, puts it down, which allows his head.
Right.
That's what I was saying. That pitch he hits, if he's got a lot of head movement, not many guys are hitting that pitch. Ohtani is such a big guy, kind of turns that front foot down, right? Doesn't step forward, which keeps his body stacked. So when that pitch is up, he can still climb on top of it because he stays in that good stacked position. Watch and see what I'm talking about here. Run it forward a little bit. Look at that head, really doesn't even move, and he starts to rotate that backside. Look at that pitch. And what's amazing, can you bring it back on contact? I think this will be a great point. If you bring it back right on contact, I'm going to show you something that's really cool. Right, one more. Yeah, okay, one more up. There you go, right there. Even though this pitch is up by his shoulders, his barrel is still below his hands, right? So when people talk about, oh man, you got to get on top of the ball. Ohtani doesn't come to that ball and put the barrel above his hands. He's attacking it up, and he's coming almost like a downward approach, but on contact, his barrel is still below his hands, and that allows his backside to drive through the ball, and that's how he creates so much power.
And first of all, just play it through for us, and we'll get to a drill. Because first of all, climbing up on a high piece of chi like that, that's work.
Yeah, that's tough. Really
And
tough.
we're going to do a drill with Case. So I'm going to do some soft toes. I'm going to throw him chest high and higher. And watch Case hit line drives by doing this. Now, if I threw him strike after strike after strike, and he's, just hitting rockets all over the place because he's a lifetime 300 hitter. But he's hitting rockets everywhere. That's not as much work, because that's just an easier thing to do. But in order to hit this thing neck high, face high, because I'm going to throw him some there, you've actually got to work and climb up on it. So he's going to be full lathered after we do.
All right.
Yeah. I want to make one other point before we get going.
Yep.
Sure.
I think this is crazy about Shohei Ohtani. I think this is what we need to, as fans, to look and see, man, we've never seen this before, what he's doing. Because, Rip, how tough is it to just be a hitter in the big leagues? It's so freaking hard. Yeah. And then let's go another level. How about to be a switch hitter? Even harder, right? To be a hitter and a starting pitcher is almost impossible, to tell you the truth, with the routines and the work that goes into being a hitter, and to be a starter with the routine you have to have 4 days before you start. It's almost, it blows my mind. And that's what I like about what J.J. Watt said, like, no, let's pay attention.
Yes.
Let's not just say, hey, he's got a 2 ERA and he hits 13 homers. No. What he's doing is unprecedented. And as fans, we could sit back and say, wow, is this great for baseball?
This could be unprecedented what you're about to do. Hit some rockets, with some high pitches, clear the deck here. I'm going to go hang with the bird here.
We're going to watch this, and I'm going to throw the ball high. I'm going to aim towards his microphone, and I might be a little bit higher than that, and watch Case's swing. And watch where he hits the ball. Okay. This was not rehearsed yet.
This is not. This is cold turkey right here.
谷さんみたいに打てるかどうか。でもプロだからね、もともと。
My approach here, though, Rip, is going to be to try and stay stacked like Ohtani, and I'm going to approach the ball on top of the ball, right? I think that will really help me hit the high pitches. You good there?
All right.
All right. So, boom. So it's like I'm still up there, and remember, my barrel is going to be when I hit this ball. See that my barrel, and then is still below my hand, which is stacked. And boom. Oh. Heads up, Rip. I don't want to relive the.
That's why I'm staying behind this thing. I trusted you won, but now Ohtani's ball that he hit for the yaya, that was up and in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rush him up and in, and I'm going to make him get the bad head out. Yeah. That's the only way he's going to hit it.
Yeah. Boom. Like you got to, and that's even kind of harder too, because I'm staying up. Boom. It's. Boy, damn, rocks today. But it's definitely. There's definitely something to be said about this high pitch, and that's why you see a lot more guys struggle with the high pitch, because pitchers are throwing more, right? Pitchers are rushing guys more up here, because I think sometimes hitters are getting in this mode when you look at a guy like Ohtani, man, he's really working on top of the ball.
Oh, it's over his head.
That's a high pitch. You're still able to get lifted.
Still able to hit. I mean, obviously, in the big leagues, this might be really hard. That's why we're talking about it, because it's. Ooh, sorry about that.
You know what? It's funny when you hit somebody else.
They had pads on. It's okay.
It's dangerous.
Tough looking crew.
We're working. Boom.
See, he even got on top of it enough to hit a ground ball on the ball that's up there.
Well, up and in. Up and in. Let's.
Ooh, that almost got my lips again. All right, last one here.
And
That was a good pitch right
And
there.
we were talking about Trout, right? Did we not talk about, sometimes he talks about, man, he really works on top of the ball. He talks about when he's on the tee, Trout likes to try and hit the ball into the ground.
Right.
And what he does on soft toss, he likes to do this high flip drill where it's up top. So now, when it starts gradually coming down, Rip, maybe you could give me a couple down. When you start to this swing that plays this, plays here.
Makes it easy, but I'm going to take it easy on you and give you a breath. I want to show you one more homer he hit in Fenway the other night when he popped the ball over the green monster on a ball down and away, and he's out in front. And look at this thing go up over the monster. I understand it's a little bit of a short porch,
Yeah.
but that ball is driven. And when you see this sideways, stop it for me. So, Case, you can take it here because he really gets out on his front foot. And I'm going to throw a Case some lob drills that he can actually work on that because he's out on his front foot when you play this thing go through.
Yeah.
And his hands stay back. And he really does go down to the baseball when he pops this out here. Go ahead and play it.
Keep bringing it. Wow. Talk about really nuts. So, you know, a lot of times they say to hit that pitch, you got to really keep your hands alive. And what that means is that ball's a off-speed pitch away, and Ohtani gets out on his front foot. But did you see the stretch of his hands?
Yes.
Can we look at that again?
Sure we
Can
can.
you guys bring that back? Can you guys bring that back? Go ahead on the step. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I'll tell you when to stop. Stop it right there, right there. He's starting to make a move to the ball. His eyes right now are saying, uh-oh, this ball's fading away. But here's the key, guys, the key to everything. Look at the stretch he has with his hands here. So he's about to lose his lower half. It's going to be gone. But this guy's eye-hand coordination is such at a next level. He's such a big guy. Look at the stretch that he has with his hands. He's going to lose his lower half and keep his hands. Keep it going. Keep it going, and I'll tell you when to stop it. Now look right here. Stop it right there. Stop right there. Look, I like to call this landing the plane, right? When you have to have a long runway to land a plane, right? When it's coming in, boom, it lands, it comes in, right? Well, the biggest deal here is look at the runway this guy has, because his hands were back so much and he kept them alive. Look at the barrel is still lagged back here, and the ball is about to enter into play, and he's kept his hands alive. That's why he keeps, and he's so strong, he's able to flip it out to left on Fenway.
All right, let me see if you can recreate that right there. Now, the landing of the plane right there, Adnan, is that a first for you?
I was about to say, that's also a broadcasting term. Whenever
Create
someone
the
can't
runway.
talk in
Create the
time.
runway.
Because my man has introduced the skip the rock,
Yeah.
throw the frisbee, and now the land the plane.
And
Wrap it up
maybe
and land the
maybe
plane.
it was create the runway.
One stat, by the way, Ohtani 789 slugging on high pitches. That's easily the best in baseball. To your guys' point, it's not just that he gets to it, he hits it hard.
And mechanically, yeah, he's gifted,
Yeah.
but it's also because of the approaches, I'm going to climb on top of it.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to hit that.
You can almost do
Or
this.
you're going to get out of whack,
Well, you
because
can
I'm going to flip
yeah,
you some
you
change
can
up.
almost do this drill too. Like if you were out on your front foot, you can work on just keeping your hands alive. So go ahead, why don't you do that?
And I'm going to flip. You want me to
and I'll
race or just flip it?
Yeah, you can just flip it out there.
All right,
And
change
I'm just
up,
gonna out
change
here,
up.
yeah. And I'm just gonna work on, like, okay, my legs are gone, but I'm keeping. Oh, sorry about that. I keep my hands alive, right? So this is dangerous in here.
Dude, it's just funny when other people get hit.
So I'm out of my front foot. I got nothing, but boom. But I still got my hands, right? And I still have a shot. It happens. It's the big leagues, guys.
Right.
What is their job as a pitcher? To deceive the hitter. Well, as a hitter, even though I'm deceived, I can still keep my hands alive and the weapons, and I can still, boom, still shoot. I got not much base, but I got enough to make something happen. Boom.
You know what? It's
Still stay
important.
to left field.
I think when you talk about Ohtani and what he's able to do, he competes in the batter's box.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we might be missing, because it's okay to be out in front and ugly if we throw our hands into something and get a knock.
Yes.
To me, that's better than swinging 3 times with your ace swing and walk back to the dugout. So don't give up, compete in the batter's box, because that's what he did. And you talked about how big and strong he is. I mean, this dude right now, and I know he's hot.
Yeah.
And you can easily go cold in this game because those guys out there are pretty good from time to time. But if this dude can hit that pitch down and away over the monster that way, then climb up 94 on the left and go that way, there's really everything in between he's got covered right now because he's.
ということでね、いや、すごいの見せてくれましたね。まあ、同じように打つっていうのはなかなか打てないものでございますね。彼たちもプロですからね、もう有名なプロたちが今やっておりますけど、まあとにかくすごい勉強になりましたね。じゃあ次はこちらに行きましょうかね。菊さんがですね、昨日はすごいピッチしてくれましたよ。特にですね、このマリナーズがですね、アスレチックを破りました。これがすごいんですよ。このアスレチックを破るとこれトップですからね。これは同じ地区ですから、まあ、エンジェルにも非常に助かるということで、まあ、非常に油性さんにありがたいと言いたいことでございます。どんどんアスレチックを破って下に持っていく。まあ、とにかく昨日は6イニング投げて、4ヒット与えてですね、まあ、1つホームランを打たれてますけれども、まあでも、6回投げてますから、6回見るとね、4対0で、1で勝ってますんで、そのまま1点だけあとは誰かが与えて4対2で勝っております。とにかくありがとうございました。もう、キクさん。なぜかというと、エンジェルスもこれで助かります。はい。ということで今日はですね、あとは、どのような結果が出るか、皆さんも大谷さんを応援しながら、良い結果を皆様にお伝えできればいいなと思っております。今日は本当にもう必ず今日はホームラン、ね、はい、大谷ホームラン、大谷ダブル、大谷トリプル、はい、そういうことでございます。バントだね、大谷バント、ということでいろいろまあね、まあ勝つも入れましたので、なんか良い結果を皆様にお知らせできればと思っております。それでは後ほど必ず後ろにこういうのありますので、ぜひ見ていただければ助かります。どうも今日はありがとうございます。Thank you very much. See you later, alligator.
With the baseball.
We all have our favorite players who have put on an Angels jersey. Those favorites, stories that only a player can tell, details that only a player can see. We'll share those stories with you. This is the Player Take.
Yes, their faces tell us so many stories that bring us all back to memories of greatness, celebration, and accomplishments. Player Takeover Angels, Demora alongside longtime partner and friend Mark Gubiza down on Gubi's Garden. But before that, we welcome with open arms, yes, our great Bobby Grich. Bobby, you got the possibly with the baseball.
Angels against the A's. Shohei Ohtani batting second DH. Anthony Rendon hoping to get out at third base, batting third. Juan Lagares.
Bat, you pull the bat back.
Hit it hard and high left field. Bobby, you want to call this one?
Get out of here, baby.
You did.
Touch them all. It's very unusual. And you give Joe Madden the credit for the thinking out of the pump before you know it. You hit a hanging slider for a home run just like that, even though getting going.
Joe Madden, you just never know. Here's a 2 on Shohei. And he takes outside. Shohei faced.
Third base wide open again.
3-0.
You don't want to do it when you count it.
Takes outside. Shohei with a walk for the end. How meaningful was that?
Since they did that entire series, and to be honest, it came about 2 inches from being Pachanga sign, right? And that's about what he sort of sets up and drives to, and that's his needs in 10 days or something. Come on, Ohtani, come on, buddy. And he did too much.
Shohei so far today.
I mean, RBIs.
RBI, he is among the top. Stays alive. Garcia did not even make their team out of spring training. It is so hard to go out and perform.
Good save.
Either 3-2 on Shohei. Hit high down that pole into right field and Shohei again.
That is gone. Big fly, Ohtani shot.
That was a laser beam out. That was a rocket. I was just thinking he was going to get something, either a cutter or a curveball, 3-2.
And was a great breaking ball hitter.
That was 117 miles an hour off the.
That is gone. Big fly, Ohtani shot.